Hey, how you doing? It's not a bat, it's wallpaper. This we need to put on there. One thing, I've never done this before. Hey, how you doing? Look what showed up in my workshop. My neighbor bought this for $15. Let's see if we can get it started. Ready? Here we go. Okay, it's really bright out, but that's kind of like coming out of the submarine hatch. You know, I know I'm blinking because I can't see right now. We're not gonna take that down today, but I have an idea how to take that down safely. And I ordered some of the parts to do it. So let me know what you think about how to drop that. If you ever needed a definition, a visual definition for garden rescue, this is it. Hey, how are you? This used to be, well, this used to be here. Then it fell off. Why did it fall off? Well, because the person put it on here didn't do it as good as we will today. Let's just say that. Are you excited about this? Are you? They do this all the time.
Is this the oak tree bed?
Yeah. And the tennis ball bed. This bed had sunflowers and I put wood chips all over it. It grew really well. Can you use wood chips on your garden bed?
Seems kind of simple.
It's brilliantly simple, and that's the GardenFork thing about it is, as you can see, blueberries, nature. And nature always wins, and nature loves a void. So today our challenge is to rescue our blueberry patch, put some videos of you-know-who in here, and make this look nicer. So can we do it? I think we can. I'm gonna show how I'm gonna do it. Here we go. Oh, wave to the neighbor. This is a must. So, first thing you gotta do is we wanna get our skillet whomping hot. There you go. All right, so this is pretty wet. How's that for a batter description? Really smells like spray paint still. This is the challenging part, unstrapping.
Woo! You won.
Phase 2 complete. Quality control, you know. It's a big gap. Caulk is not gonna work there. You can't, it'll fall in on itself basically, so we're gonna use one of my favorite tools, spray foam. Troy Bolt sent us something. Don't forget, reconnect this. All right, the key here is to keep this thing really hot. So we're gonna throw the grease in, put the batter in, throw it back in like that. So keep it hot. I can feel it hot just from here.
Cool.
Remember what I warned you about the screaming part? Here we go. So is it that simple? Can it be, well, this is from the Key Food. Cheddar cheese, evaporated milk, and some pasta. Let's try it, you know? What do you think? Two favorite phrases of mine. Use what you got, and done is better than perfect. I mean, if you're 90% there, I think it's gonna work just fine. It's great. It's like literally 1, 2, oops. Here we are. This is a nuke I got from Tom in Long Island, the North Fork. Super nice guy. Nice, huh?
Beautiful.
Now we need a source of wood. All right, we have our wood chip material now. I'm all set. And then take our generator extension cord and go outside and we'll pretend there's a storm or something.
We're doing this in the rain, that's what we'll pretend.
This is a great light, by the way. I'll link to it below. All right, let's go upstairs.
Very attractive too.
Generator is off. This gets plugged in. And I think the basement lights are down here somewhere.
Look!
Hey there. Is this really okay to do? Hey, it's Eric. Full disclosure, I'm a beginning welder. So the aroma of bacon fat and cornmeal are in the air and you're wondering, what are the Labradors up to? Yeah, and sometimes your hand's the best rake. Welcome to version 2.0 of the file cabinet maple syrup evaporator. This is Charlie Pop's whale. Are you ready to go? Do you want to learn about the evaporator? Drop. Here we go. I often get asked, hey Eric, is there a video that doesn't make it to completion, doesn't make it to air? There are a bunch. This is one of them. Stay tuned for the story. But modern day soaps, what they do to get fats off of an object is they don't necessarily dissolve it. They make the fats form into much smaller little bubbles that are much easily washed off with water. Science fact. Hey, good morning. Want to go to Waffle House? Let's go. More capped honey. This one, the honey is in the corners. They're gonna lay eggs in here, probably. So we're supposed to flip this. Oh, I don't know if I can flip this. This isn't working. Wow, there's not really a delicate way to do this. Hold on. So it's kind of hard to hold the camera and flip this, so I'm going to put the camera on the tripod. Oh, that did not work. They're starting to put pollen in here. You can see the pollen they're dropping in. Not bad.
Excuse me.
Oh. There's a barred owl in the woods going whoo, 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 and Charlie Pup barks at them. masking tape, tape off what you don't want spray foam to get on, because it's just gonna fill, and then a little later it's gonna go boom. I don't know, I just get excited about spray foam. It's one of those things. I had to pull out some giant pieces of rock here. Tubing, the connector thing, tap, on, done. You know, to try and take this and go into this, like this. Man, what a pain. So that's gonna come up to a boil, and then more of the magic happens. I'm excited. I really like, as you know, I like macaroni and cheese. Okay, it's blindingly bright. I got a little sidetracked, but we're ready to remove the vents, and it's a beautiful day. So we're outside, we're working. What could be better? One of the mottos on GardenFork is embrace failure. This is a failure, but we're gonna make lemonade out of it, all right? That truck drives me crazy, but I need to just let it go. Why aren't the bees flying? Because bees don't read books. So polymerization, the big deal. So in modern day times, you can use soap on cast iron. So we have a fertile queen that we have raised from Brooklyn in here. That's very cool. There she is. It's kind of hard to hold up and talk at the same time. It's corn. It's like corn forward. Is that a word? It is now. I broke the blade. This happens, no big deal. Just got to get it out of there now. Okay, I think those are gonna stay in there for a while. All right, maybe this is kind of like watching paint dry, watching me grate cheese. So we'll go watch the Labradors play for a little bit.
Yeah, not everybody thinks it's like watching paint dry. Will you have to give them a trellis later?
Of course, we have videos about tomato cages. One of them I almost put my eye out.
It's a good one, but only because you didn't.
Right, it needs a little tuning, but that worked. I think that's beautiful. I really, it came out really well. Even though I erased the memory card, the project is a success. Man, is that bright. All right, how was that?
It was good. Clean trail.
Clean trail. I've been thinking about that for a year. Sometimes you just have to go out and do stuff, you know? Not bad for being wallpaper averse, huh?
You're still wallpaper averse.
I am still wallpaper averse. So let me know what you all think. Are there better ways to do this? Do you like wallpaper? Do you like this wallpaper? I know someone likes this
I
wallpaper.
love the wallpaper. Love it. Love it.